I live in Wade Hall. How you doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm alright, Bill, old man.
I hear you.
You used to have a huge connection to this place, right?
Yeah, and I've been knowing. I told this man right here. He used to own a store up in Wade Hall, Newberry.
Yes, I remember Newberry store.
And back that long time ago, God forgive me if I'm saying anything wrong, and I hope y'all will forgive me. We used to go there and buy shotgun shells with 6 cents a piece.
Wow.
And I bought over there for Stone Drive, back down in there. And used to rabbit hunt, squirrel hunt, possum hunt, coon hunt, plow the mule, chop cotton, and rear the mule, and all that stuff. And right up there before you get to that crossroad was a church there.
Yeah.
And that's where I went to school at there.
That was a school? Or there was a school there?
It was a school right up next to the wood. And that church, and I got my granddad, Annie, cousin, he buried at that cemetery over there.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and right before you get to that Flat Rock church on the right, past the gas line, there's a trail there on the right. Marvin Brewer, y'all might have met him before he died. And his wife stayed in the next house down there. My sister stayed there called Bob Ann Cook.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've been around here a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 86 years old.
You're 86? Wow.
Yeah, I'm born July 13, 1936.
Wow.
Let me see who this is. I'm talking to that gentleman now. He said he had some more scrap metal and stuff laying around down here I could get.
Yeah, he says yes.
He said, yeah.
Yeah.
And tell him, he busy now, but tell him one day I'll catch him here.
Okay.
And he said he'll load it up for me.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe he's about to step over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let me empty the tractor from this.
Yeah, and like I said, James Cook.
If you don't mind, we'll park over there behind that car, and that way I can open that gate and bring it straight out to you.
All right, let me ask a question.
Yes, sir.
If it satisfies you, y'all, would it be all right tomorrow Tuesday? Ain't it?
Yeah.
If I take that stuff off the trail there, and if I come back down here on Wednesday, it'll be all right?
Yeah, that's fine too.
What time?
Well, should be here all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I get down here about 10, 11 o'clock, it'll be all right?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you say you can take that tractor and put a heap of that on there for me.
Absolutely.
And that'll help you clean it up on it.
Yeah, sure will.
Be a big
They
benefit.
ain't paying a whole lot, 7 cents a pound,
Yeah.
Wow.
but that's better nothing at all for a retired man.
That's
living
right.
on fixed income.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm doing now? I've been going around. They supposed to have a cleanup day here today, but that rain and stuff must have stopped them. But I'm going around while I'm folks and put that stuff out there. You see, everything I can find, I throw it on that truck or on through there.
Sure enough, yeah.
So did. Yeah.
That's not too bad.
I used to work for that Collar Farm over there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Chuck Hetch. Y'all heard of him?
Chuck Hatch?
Hetch.
I'm not familiar with that name.
He owned, see that green field over yonder?
Yes.
He owns from that bridge, the gate there. You go all the way through to 208 over there.
Okay, yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah. I went through that with him 12 years.
Did you really?
And he sold the property here ain't been long ago. I believe he told me he sold a cow to Sandy Rain. Y'all probably heard of Sandy. There in Pine Mountain. But that and he said he had 4 minute stroke. And all the eyesight in one eye and all. He was a physical stuff with the doctor. Go around, people done had operated knees and things.
Yeah.
He would go around to the house and things, and give him thub and stuff like that.
Wow.
But I worked it well for him 12 years, I did.
Wow.
And I worked for that meat paper company 33 years and 10 days.
Did you really? Wow.
I retired from there.
Wow. A friend of mine from high school works there.
He was from meat paper company.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't at the mill.
Used to be Georgia Kraft up in Pine Mountain.
He did.
Yeah. His name is Kenneth Maudlin. For all I know, he's retired by now.
Yeah,
Because he's 61 now.
61.
61 or 62.
Yeah, and I retired. I worked there 33 years and 10 days. And I unloaded 2 brand new bulldozers off the truck when I was there.
Did you really? Wow.
And I loaded both of them back on there.
Oh, wow.
But that was before they started getting new ones with the air conditioning stuff in them. When I first started,
Yeah.
they had them things, didn't have no air conditioning. Some of them didn't have no cabin, no washers thing. You had to do this, you know.
Right.
They just be all over you. But anyway, it went on like that. And but I toughened it out though, and then they built me a cab to put over the thing, a cutting light. Had a string on it. He said when you run into them, pull that string, that thing will drop down over you. But when you run into them, them things will be done stung before you know
That's
what's
right.
going on.
Yes, exactly.
So would. They'll be eating you up.
So if you drop, I'm sorry. Oh, you go ahead.
Well, I've been meaning to ask you. Dan told me to ask you. Dan and I went to a cemetery that was back there. It's between.
Hello? Hey. No, I reckon I heard this, that the rain and stuff, I don't think they tell them people out there working, when it's bad like this was, and they put it off. I heard this 2 people talking, so all right, then we'll do that. All right, you gonna be there. I'll talk back to you a while. Thank you. Yeah, no.
It's between the Box Springs Road and Meadstone. Way back up in the woods. It's over. It's on a hill. Big rock wall goes down to a stream.
How far, when you cross Ridgeway Crossroad, how far it is up there?
It ain't far. It's
On the right.
Yeah, it's on the right, and it's pretty good ways back in the woods though. On a hillside.
On the hillside?
It's got like a, I don't know if you call it a valley or what, with a creek running down it. Lots of rocks out there.
A lot of rocks.
And it's got a rock wall around it. And
that was an old cemetery.
yeah, Dan and I went out there and looked at it. Someone had taken us out there to look at it, but he told me to ask you if you knew who might be buried there.
No, I imagine it was some older people
Yeah.
years ago. And I'll tell you what, there. You can go to Ridgeway Crossroad, take a left, and go down there a piece of, you see a road turn out in there to the right, past where they built a new pole barn over there on the left.
Yeah.
And you turn out in there on the right and go to this piece, you see another rock wall down, another cemetery there.
Gotcha, yeah.
So there's another cemetery there.
Yeah.
And that other cemetery there, and you can go to off that Mead and Stone Drive and go back down in there. There's a cemetery down in there. And I was a little old boy and used to go back down there. There was a preacher called Reverend Flew Ellen. We was born in Charcoal. And he had a church up there at Arthur Hatchett on the right. He did, and what he did, he had a car, had them leave it on the steering wheel. What that, a T model?
Yeah, like a model, that's T, Model T.
And he would haul them charcoal to Clumber, and he got 35 cents a bushel. He did. And he gave my mom and dad 15 cents a bushel. So we bought them and he hauled them down there.
Right.
And if somebody gave him some extra, he would give them a little extra.
Yeah.
And that. And stuff like that went on. And it was 11 of us in the family. 6 boys and 5 girls. And all those boys were right behind one another. And you know what? When they got in the bed, and one got big enough to get in the bed with the rest of them, they had to get in that crossway for the one was big enough to get in there then for all of us to get in there. They crossway in the bed.
That's right.
So did. But they raised us back there off that Mead and Stone Drive. Like I said, proud of you. You might tell you something else I did. Made corn liquor.
Yeah.
So did. There used to be a revenue here called E.J. Hancock. Y'all might have heard him.
I heard of him, yeah.
Shoot.
I went to school with Tina Hancock.
You did?
I did. She'd be about 61 now too.
E.J. Hancock, that's the guy that helped coach John Wallace, wasn't it? Of Meriwether County?
Yeah, you was exactly right.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
And E.J. Hancock, and we was down in there off of the Diamond Circle. My granddad stayed over there called Young Cook. But we had a steel on one. The branches, he had them found the steel, but he was crossed up somehow or another. What had the steel, the branches run together down there like this.
Yeah.
And we had the steel on one branch, and he come down on the other side on the other branch, but he thought he was on the same branch we was on, but the branches forked down there.
Yeah.
And when the branches forked, and he was coming down there, you could tell, his name, E.J. Hancock, we called him Tippy. He could tip. And if you wasn't mighty smart, you couldn't hang him, because he'd tip in them leaves.
Yeah.
And he just tip and tip and tip. And where he'll find your fish, he had a dog trained. He'll go somewhere and sit down and tell that dog, they say, he tell that dog, that dog run around through the woods and come back and whine and look that way, so he done found that steer.
Right.
So it was, he done found that steer. When he done found that steer, he would come back and then he'd find it. But anyway, what went on like this, he come down one side of the branch, and we were there to steal. I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't making none at the time. And he hollered halt. That's what he did. And I took off, and when I went back up the hill, the branches from where they forked, they were pulling apart up on that hill like that. The branches were.
Yeah.
I got up on top of that hill, way back up there. He told me, Hawk, come on, shoot. I hollered and told him, I said, if you going my way, you better come on. And first I went up that hill, pulling away from one another and all. And when I got up on that hill, I don't know, a mile from him where he was. But he never made it look a long time. He knew they'd catch it.
Yeah.
And we would go there, if you had the action thing laying around that steel where you were making it, and if he found the steel, that, and you wouldn't making none right then. And if you move your stuff away from there, put up the steel on another place, he would do this here. He'd wash that stuff, and if the stuff would move, he'd say, they don't start making somewhere else, not because they don't move the stuff from here. We leave the stuff there, and you build another steel, have one ready, and then you supposed to make it look another 6 months before you found that.
Right.
Well, he was something else to think about.
Yeah.
E.J. Hancock, like you said, him and what it was, John Wallace.
Yeah.
So
that's really neat.
He was outstanding.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Never caught Mr. James Cook though.
Yeah, it's the one that didn't do it. Oh, my granddad died. I don't know, he was close to 90 years old.
Yeah.
He had a fat foot. And he reared a mule, reared a horse, he shoot mules, shoot horses,
yeah,
and all like that. And you carry a mule down there. There's a lot of white people carry horses down there for them to shoot, and they fix wagons and rims on wagons until they had a blacksmith shop.
Wow. Down back there?
Yeah,
Moonshine?
Yeah, Diamond Circle. That's where he stayed across the field off the meeting Stone Drive. But that, he'd take that hammer and had an answer there and started beating on that answer. If you listen to that, you can start bug dancing.
Yeah.
He was something other.
That's awesome.
But like I say, he had a flat foot, and you look at him like that, you holler scat. He had one from here to the back of that car and back. You couldn't catch him.
Yeah.
And it looked like when he running, looked like he'd be jumping that far apart.
Oh.
So
that's awesome.
he wasn't weighed 150 pounds, so could weigh he wouldn't.
Right.
So didn't. They say he didn't have no hip. If he did, you couldn't see him through his britches. But he was something other.
That's great.
So I'll see you later.
You take care.
Good luck. Enjoy talking to y'all.
Enjoy talking to you.
Thank you again.